The Light That Burns, Chapter 2, Part 2, What the Hell? My shaking hands took the key, and I let out a few tears as I'd never seen a human being die before. Sure, I'd hunted animals like deer and bear, but to see a human die, well, that was a whole other thing entirely. So I looked and felt around his pocket to see if I could find an ID, and I found a badge for a company called Atmos, with his name on it, Randall. Wait, wasn't Atmos in the news recently? My feet rushed back into the house, and I closed the door and left Randall to be buried by the snow. Now the hunt was on for a newspaper to see where I'd seen or heard of Atmos last, and there it was, an article in the Holland Times from January 21st. Atmos Corporation. Are they guilty in the weather manipulation in Massachusetts? We asked 10 weather experts, and they all agreed on the answer, yes. That's why I recognized the name. The floods that had wiped the town of Hampstead, Massachusetts off the map entirely. Nikki, this is something that has to do with the electricity. It almost seemed like one of my stories that I've been working on. Then the storm finally seemed to clear up a bit, and the moon was out. The clouds were moving out of the way, and it was strange. The moon's craters were very visible tonight, and I noticed the stars were also way more visible than usual. And once the clouds fully disappeared, I saw it. The Milky Way? How? There's usually way too much light to see the Milky Way, unless... No. The Milky Way wasn't normally visible due to a phenomenon called light pollution, which meant that this might not be a localized event. Oh, that wasn't good. Nikki, what do you think I should do? He meowed from the little chair he was sitting on, and I took the key and inspected it some more under the moonlight on my porch. It seemed advanced, with green stripes running the side of it, almost like a motherboard. And so a decision was made to hike up the hillside and go visit Randall's house to try to get a better understanding of what happened. So I packed a backpack with some supplies to survive the elements along with food, and dressed in my Arctic gear that I had lying around in a closet from my trip to Alaska a few years back. Nikki, I'm going to be gone for a bit. Keep the place locked down for me, okay? He was snoring, and I didn't want to disturb him, so I quietly opened and closed the door and put my snowboarding goggles on and started the hike up the hill.